Fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, July the 31st. The year's 2026. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap up, monthly wrap up. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, I hope you had your risk management in place all month long, all year long. That way you didn't lose more than you were willing to lose while you were trading. So let's jump in and take a look at the month for the pound dollar. 183 pips above the monthly open, 120 off the high, and 219 off the low. And as you can see, we are within the candle body of the previous month. If we drop down to the week, the dashboard shows all the weekly open gaps have filled. And we're 114 pips above the weekly open on the pound, 39 off the high, 165 off the low. And once again, we are within the candle body of the previous week. Taking a look at the daily, we are within the opening range for the year, above the opening range for the week, and above the opening range for the month. So that's pretty big here on the pound. And by the way, switching gears here, if you look at the dollar yen, it's at 159. And a couple of days ago, I think it was was it Wednesday or Tuesday, maybe even Monday, I mentioned that I really wanted to be short the pound, and I got short at 163.70 area, and I only took a few pips. And then, well, you see where the price is now. I hope somebody stayed in that trade and definitely raked in the pips. For the year, the pound is 18 pips below the yearly open, 429 off the high, and 300 off the low. Now, we had an inside bar on the pound 5 days ago. We shot out of that yesterday. We dropped in it. Actually, we shot out Tuesday and no, we shot out Monday, both sides. Tuesday, we came out the bottom. Wednesday, we went through the top. Thursday, we came back into the range and out the top. And now on Friday, we are actually in the inside bar range of the monthly inside bar from 5 months ago. We're still below the weekly inside bar from 12 weeks ago. So there's just a handful of inside bar action. But as far as the pound, it was definitely a nice trade to be trading inside bars. And let's see, the big winner on movement is the pound yen, 326 pips. As you can see, all those yen pairs definitely have been moving. So I hope somebody out there definitely took advantage. And right now, we can see that the pound is in what I like to call a launch pad in the 40s. You can see here we've crawled 45 pips off of that bottom. I was doing some scalping down in this level when it was in the rat zone earlier today. Speaking of the rat zone, here we are. Let's see, don't I usually have that on the 15-minute time frame? But you can see 12 was the smart rat, and there was a nice rat reversal here on the M15. Even though I'm usually trading 1 minute time frame, but you can, I'll go ahead and put it up, and you can see what that looked like. And actually, I was really trading that bounce off the double O. Because that looked good too. And the reason why this takes so long to load, because I've got the all the pairs loaded here. And so it has to go out and redo all those history files, because I normally don't have all the pairs loaded up when I'm trading. So it takes a while. But as you can see, it put in a low, came off, came back and tested. So you can see here it got close, but then turned around and went back up. And a lot of times that's the signal. You don't take the first one, because the first rat, takes the cheese and gets caught in the trap. He tries to take the cheese, but he gets, trapped, snaps on him. But the second rat comes by and eats the cheese. So sometimes you might want to be the second rat. That's just I think that's kind of a good analogy to use in trading. You don't necessarily want to be first, but you do, and it's because you want to survive. So you a lot of times you can take you can get in a trade and then you wish you'd waited. In fact, was I saw a video by Trading Nut, and he the guy was talking about how you don't make decisions while the candle's open. You wait till it closes to execute. And there's a there's some wisdom in that. Um, and so you can see here we put in the bottom, we ran up almost 20 pips, then came back down, tested again. So you can see here there's a flip-flop box. And notice, if you look right here, if you would have gotten in the trade, you see it went up and came back down a few times. So it's going to test that level. And so you might not jump in the first time. You might wait and see. Sometimes, though, if you don't jump in, it'll run away from you. But you know what? That's okay, because there's always another opportunity. So you can see here there was a flip-flop. It came down, put in another flip-flop. And if you would have taken that trade, went up a couple pips, but came back down once again and tested that area. So sometimes you might want to see a test, and prices in the launch pad heading up towards 50 right now. Let's see if I put that back to 15. We can move on and take a look at the pivots. Bambino Flex said to go long. Price near the pivot was a long trigger, and as you can see, that 25 was the pivot, which is psychological level. So you got two things working there, and it definitely paid off. And trading this H4 candle, I was trading it long a couple of times, but I don't like to have trades on when I'm doing videos. And if I do, I have a TP and a stop loss in place and let the market do its thing. So we took out today's pivot. Looks like we're going to have two missed pivots this month, one above, one below. That's going to give us the only two missed pivots this year. Everything else has been taken out. So for the week, we took out that pivot and we took out the monthly pivot. Wick zones. You can see we were in that upper wick zone in the earlier part of the session, and it came back down, hit the previous mid, turned right back around. We just hit the 50 psychological. So for the week, 203 pips of range. Put this at the 66th percentile. We did not break out of the previous week's high so far. We did break out of the previous week's low by 25. And if we look at the monthly, 339 pips, 25 percentile over the last 12 months. We broke out of the previous month's high by 75 pips. We did not break out of the previous month's low, though. And for those trading the rats, 25 off the high for the week, 180, 179 off the low for the week. And the weekly crossover traders, 153 high minus open to the north, and open minus low was 51 to the south. Weekly crossover. Simple price action chart. Looking at M30, you can see the last 5 M30s had lots of range. And there goes price. So that launch pad would have paid off once again. And usually the last day of the month, they like to do these huge moves. You can see we had a death cross to the upside. A new indicator that I wrote based off a video I saw, chart analysis system. No signal at the moment. And the thing is, it analyzes based on H1, triggers based on M5. I thought it was kind of interesting, mainly because it it talks about the trend, the structure, break of structure, change of character, and the support resistance zone. And I just find it and here's those zones right here. That's on the daily, but usually I have it on the M5 chart. And wow, just like that, price dropped. That would have been a really nice trade. Let's look at it on the M1. Breaking through that low. And these two indicators that I wrote, the news levels and the morning routine indicators, once again based off of a couple different videos that I had watched. It really, let me turn a couple of things off. And just looking at these different targets, maybe I should put buttons on these. But I just like to have this as a standalone template, because these levels, I mean, if you look here, it came right down and hit that low, daily low trigger. And the thing is, right here, I started at 529. So that's almost 530, which is right here, right there. The spot reference level, it's amazing how, if all you do is trade that line, the candle color at the line. In other words, that's like the old TRO Einstein indicator, where you just, as soon as you start trading, you click that indicator. It's going to draw a horizontal line where time is right now. And everything is relative to that line. And nothing changes except for the price. That line stays the same, and you just trade the cross. You trade basically away from that line, because price is going to move away, either to the north, to the south. It could crisscross, but it will move away. And you know what? I am just about out of time. So I hope everybody has a fun and safe weekend. I hope you all had a profitable month. And when you come back next month to trade, always remember, never forget, It's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go drain the banks. This is the Rumple One, over and out.